Welcome to a special week of Getting Closer here at the 7997 podcast with your host, Chris and Jacki.
He chooses the hottest week, 95, 96 whole degrees. It's hot.
Well, the week we're recording.
To get closer.
The week you see this, maybe it'll be cool.
Oh, that's
Prayerfully,
true.
it'll be cool by the time you see this. Because it's hot.
It's so hot.
Yeah, so we're going to do something special this week. 5 episodes, Monday through Friday, new episode every day. Just hope, give you guys something like to change your pace. Mm-hmm. And it's something I think I'd love to see everyone out there kind of partake in as well. Mm-hmm. If you have some questions or want to answer the questions that we kind of have in the comments, that'd be cool too.
Yeah, that's cool.
But this is based on a New York Times article from 2015 where they had the 36 questions that lead to love. So like if you met somebody and you want to kind of lead yourself into see if this is the person for you, you would ask these 36 questions and they would give you enough of a background to kind of see, is this the person? Could it lead to love? So we're going to choose 5 of those questions and we're going to tackle one each day. And the questions are secret from each of us. I've chosen 5 for her. She's chosen 5 for me.
Correct.
And you guys can see one of those answers each day of the week. So stay tuned.
Yeah, hang out with us.
Yeah, for a little week. Just, have some fun with us. So I'm going to defer to my wife, ladies first. Let her ask the first question.
That's new.
And we'll see how it goes.
Oh, Lord.
Are
you ready?
I'm ready. Let's do it.
So, question numero uno.
I've already fallen back in love with her.
Oh, stop it.
Just that quickly.
Stop the lying. All right. So, question number 1.
Yes.
If you knew that in 1 year you would be gone, you would die suddenly.
Yes.
I'm going to make sure I preface that you're not on a cruise. You fell asleep. Would you change anything about the way you're living now?
Absolutely nothing. Next question.
Okay.
No, I'm just kidding. If I knew I was going to...
It's a 2-parter.
Die suddenly.
Within a year from now, you will not be here. Would you change something about the way you live now, and why?
If I were to pick one thing, I would say I would leave Mexico and go back to the U.S. There's sort of, I think maybe 2 ways I would look at it. I would say, do I want to go see the world in that year? And that would be the optimistic me.
Yeah.
So I think even if I know I'm going to die, would I still make that big of a personal change to fall in love with traveling? Like I love the location. I do not love getting there.
Oh, he's annoying.
Oh man, getting on a long flight, sitting on a bus, a train.
Packing. When are we going to leave? When are we going to get there? Are we there yet? Why do we have to choose this route?
I need a snack.
Oh my God.
I got to go to the bathroom. But
But getting there, once he's there, he's straight. But I promise y'all, that airport's oh Lord.
So there could be, a year of traveling and seeing the world.
That's the romantic answer. But
that's the romantic answer. But the real
it.
answer is probably spend a year spending that time with family. Like there's no more time left with family. There's no, I've had the time that I could to go see the world. I haven't seen much of it yet.
Yeah.
So if I would regret anything, it'd probably be regretting not spending that time with family.
Okay.
So I would definitely want to go spend spend that year with my boys, my grandmother who's still around, with my mother who's actually in Mexico. So maybe there's some back and forth that happens. With my brother, go see, just spend time with family and enjoy and embrace that time because I know for sure I'm not going to have any more of it. So that's what I would say.
Okay.
Spend time with family because that's the limited amount of time I have. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. Good answer.
Cool. So I would jump into my question. If you could change anything about the way you were raised, what would it be?
Shut your whole mouth. Yikes. It sort of harkens back to our one of our previous episodes of growing up with low self-esteem.
Okay.
I wish I were raised in an environment that helped to foster self-esteem.
Okay.
Positive, healthy, good, some Wheaties for my soul. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Because I was not raised that way.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I would have loved that.
Yeah.
I would have loved that. So if I say, hey, I wanna be a ballet dancer, you could be whatever you want to be, girl. Hey, I want to join the Army, the Navy, the Marines, all of them. Take them down. Go ahead, do it. Mm-hmm. That kind of thing, you could be whatever you want to be. Those kinds of verbal, I guess they call them affirmations now.
Affirmations, yeah, for sure.
I did not grow with affirmations.
Yeah.
I didn't grow up with affirmations. That's like the peanut butter to it, and then the jelly of it was I grew up around being teased. Mm-hmm. So I didn't have anything positive to counter that negativity. Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Yeah, because I think some of us get the treatment of you can be anything, you can do anything, whatever you want to do, the world is yours. Mm-hmm. And some of us get reality. And then some of us get not even reality, like just soul crushing.
Yeah, that's true.
Pushing you down. You're not good enough, not well enough, not smart enough.
Like verbal, emotional kind of abuse, right?
Right. So I think, there is some mix of go for your dreams and reality that I think is necessary. Because there are some things that you're going to need some reality on that maybe you're just not ready for, or even if it's like you can do it, but here's the reality of doing it. Are you ready to take on that reality?
Right. Like here's the work.
Right.
Or, babe, last note I heard you hit was a little off, but you know what? As soon as we rub some pennies together, we can get you some vocal
Get some lessons.
coaching.
Right.
Yeah.
And even like the big NBA star now, Anthony Edwards, he talked about his time playing in the Olympics. He was being coached by Steve Kerr. And Steve was out there like, go harder, work harder. And he's like, man, I'm doing as much as I can. I'm sweating. And he's like, if you see Steph and Clay out here working and you really see how they work, you'll see that you're not working. You'll like see the reality of what it takes to get to that next level.
There's another level.
And once he saw that, you see it this year. Ant is crazy now.
Yeah,
like the way that they literally beat the Nuggets by like 30 points. You beat the defending champions.
He put that thing in
an embarrassing way.
In the Steph gear.
Right.
Okay. Yeah.
Like even when you see him on commercials, like he's doing pull-ups with like weights on his body and like he's super strong, and you can see, the narrative that's out there is that he works extra hard now. He understands that extra gear. And that's something that, I know I tried to instill in our sons of like, there's going to be an extra gear at certain times that you're going to have to engage. I always say what it takes to get there is not what it takes to keep you there.
Right.
There's always something extra you're going to have to learn to put on top of your skill set in order to keep that job and then move forward in that job.
Because it's like there's still more learning.
Yeah.
To be had, right?
Yeah.
Is there a max out?
No.
You don't think so?
I don't think you can ever max out on learning.
Really?
You can always learn something new.
Okay. All right.
I mean, when do you ever know everything?
It's not about necessarily knowing everything, but you can know everything about a specific thing.
Yeah, probably. You can probably max out on a particular subject.
That's what I mean.
Yeah.
For sure. Like, okay, well, let me go learn some piano.
Yeah.
Or something like that. But you can, I think, hit a ceiling, and then it's time to either move over or move on, maybe.
Yeah.
Or stick with it. It's not always about moving on or moving up and all that kind of stuff, but I think that there can be a place where there is contentment because you have learned, you have succeeded, and you are where you're supposed to be, and so there isn't necessarily another gear, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Now there's like a rest in there kind of thing. I don't know how else to say it.
Yeah.
But yeah, so that's my answer.
Okay. So that's episode 1, day 1 of our week of Getting Closer. Stick around with us.
As hard as I thought it was gonna be, y'all.
No, it's not too bad. We'll see how it goes. Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday. We'll see.
Lord.
It might get a little bit more difficult. Depending on what questions we got.
Be
That's the
gentle.
surprise.
Oh my God.
Stick around. We'll both be sort of unknowingly answering things, and I think that's part of the fun, the surprise.
And there it is, and there it was.
So stick with us. We'll see you guys tomorrow.
Hasta mañana.
Hasta mañana.
I'm not going to say cuidate. Hasta mañana.
Adios, Garce. Take a chance. You didn't get to say your catchphrase.
Anyway.
This is the 7997 Podcast, your home for raw and honest conversation, featuring Chris and Jacki, with new episodes every Sunday, wherever you get your podcasts.